Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Destoni is disrespectful. She makes threats. She throws tantrums. She's a bully.
She's an out-of-control teenager.
Where's this headed?
I don't know.
Do you care if you hurt somebody else's life?
I mean, that's their choice, not mine.
Do you think the pain drives any of this?
What pain?
And now,
You think you're a badass?
it's time
Get that camera out of my face!
for a wake-up call.
You're a minor. Your mom's decided this.
Why are you waiting? Why? Let go of me.
You know, yesterday we met 14-year-old Destoni, who left our crew behind the scenes a bit shaken up with her aggressive and obstinate behavior. Now, Destoni's mother, Melissa, and grandmother, Michelle, worry her out-of-control antics will land her in jail, or even worse, get her killed. Here's what happened so far. Take a look.
My 14-year-old daughter, Destoni, is disrespectful, violent, and aggressive.
Just literally.
I asked, who gave us a blanket?
She's become so out of control and has such a major attitude.
The only reason why I'm here is because it was between foster care or Dr. Phil.
Would you like Dr. Phil to try to be able to help you?
I don't need this.
Small vocabulary.
I found her again and I said, hey, are you okay? And this is what we have here.
All right.
I don't want to do your show. I'm only here because it was foster care or Dr. Phil. And if you don't get that camera out of my face, I'm destroying it. I'm serious. Get that out of my face. Get it out of my face.
All right.
I wish I could talk to you right now, but I'll talk to you in a few minutes because I want to talk to mother and grandmother backstage. Michelle,
Nice
how
to
are
meet
you?
you. Melissa.
Melissa, when there's trouble, you need to make a stand when they're 3, 4, and 5.
Correct.
She got kicked out of kindergarten. What's happened over the last 10 years?
When we did time out, she would just come out, and I'd actually have to sit in the corner with her.
If you put a child in a corner and you sit there with her, that's not time out.
To have somebody as unruly and disobedient as Des, Melissa kind of has to give in to her.
No, that's not true. Because if you start making those kind of excuses, then I don't even want you out there with
Right.
me at the same time.
Right.
Because if you're enabling her that way, then you're in my way, you're not
Right.
helping. Have you pulled knives on people and chased them around the house?
Yeah.
Tell me what gives you the right to do that.
I was mad. They made me mad. They got to do what they wanted, so why can't I?
I'm going to make your life blanking hell now. You said that in class, right?
Well, I told my teacher she had chlamydia.
Did you threaten to bring a gun to school and shoot students?
I didn't say I was going to bring a gun. I said he's lucky he doesn't have a bullet through his head. When I'm pissed off, it just comes to my head and I say it.
What are you trying to achieve? What's your purpose?
I don't know.
What you told me, Desi, is that you don't care what people think.
I don't.
Why are you so afraid that you're not going to be accepted?
I don't know, because that's just how I handle things.
Do you acknowledge that your mother is the head of this family?
No.
That tells me you're unsocialized, so you don't function in society.
Oh?
No, it does. It tells me that you're immature and you don't recognize the way the world works.
Is that so?
Yeah. You've heard it being said that she's talked about bringing a gun to school and shooting people at school. Now, unfortunately, we've had over 100 school shootings already this year. When you guys hear somebody talking about bringing a gun to school and shooting the place up, what do you think?
It gets me scared to go to school. Like, I don't want to go anymore.
Does it bother you if you hear somebody running up and down the hallways yelling and screaming like that?
Yeah.
Does it bother you that it affects other students?
No.
Not your problem.
No.
What do y'all think about what she's saying? Yeah.
I feel that you don't care for human life whatsoever. You're the type of person to, yeah, you would bring a gun, but
Hella funny.
you wouldn't do it because you're a coward and you hide.
Hella funny.
You hide behind your words, and she doesn't care that she could possibly ruin someone else's life.
Is that true? Do you care if you hurt somebody else's life?
I mean, that's their choice, not mine.
How is that their choice?
Well, it's your choice if you're the one that hurts the other person.
That's their choice to believe what I'm saying.
So they shouldn't take you seriously.
No?
Then why say it?
Because I do.
Where's this headed?
I don't know.
I mean, how are things going to be next year?
I don't know.
You know, people go around talking about shooting other people. That's not socialized. No. And I mean, we've just had it recently out here on the evening of May 23rd, 2014, in Isla Vista, California. 22-year-old Elliot Rodger killed 6 people and injured 14 near the campus of the University of California, Santa Barbara, before killing himself inside his vehicle. Take a look.
Breaking news in Santa Barbara County. A gunman went on a rampage overnight near UC Santa Barbara.
CPR in progress. Okay, we got another gunshot victim at 7-11. Shots fired, shots fired.
My God.
And we have 3 down. We're going to need 3 ambulances here.
Investigators say that those gunshots started ringing out at about 9:30. They say Elliot Rodger, the shooter, was simply driving up and down the streets of Isla Vista, opening fire, randomly shooting people. In addition to the 6 people who were killed, 13 more were injured in the melee. Most of them were shot. However, 4 of them were struck by his vehicle while they were riding their bicycles here in this community.
Elliot Rodger was very clever and very adept at convincing people that he was functional and not a threat to himself or others.
He said he not only convinced friends and family, but also mental health professionals and law enforcement officers.
Well, Julia was a student at UC Santa Barbara during this shooting. Julia, thank you for being here. We've been talking about her making these threats about going to school, shooting people, taking guns to school. What's your reaction to that?
My first reaction sitting here this entire time was thinking that if somebody had done something when Elliot Rodgers had threatened to shoot up the school, he uploaded multiple videos to YouTube. I mean, he told a lot of people that he was going to do this. He made people aware, and that's what she's doing.
What do you say to Destoni?
Honestly, first and foremost, the world doesn't revolve around you. I think that she's spending so much time thinking about herself, and she has no care for anybody around her. You know, somebody said, you know, care for human life before. I mean, she needs to get a grip on reality.
Now, I said there's a second question after the break. What drives any of this?
Don't ask that question.
When your dad went to prison. So you
Obviously.
are feeling pain.
My dad left, stupid.
Melissa emailed me because she says her 14-year-old daughter, Destoni, is aggressive, violent, and a bully. I said I had 2 questions for you. One is if you acknowledge that there's a hierarchy and that somebody is going to be in a position of authority always. You said, no, I don't acknowledge the hierarchy. I don't acknowledge that the teachers run the school, the parents run the family. My second question is, do you have any insight or understanding into what causes you the pain that you're experiencing?
What? Pain.
Do you think that you are experiencing pain that drives any of this?
When your dad went to prison?
Don't ask that question.
Is it correct? When your dad went to prison?
No, definitely not.
So you are feeling pain?
Yeah. My dad left, stupid.
But you just said you weren't feeling any pain. But this didn't stem from that.
Okay. Your point?
Well, I was the one that asked the question, and my question was,
Okay, she opened her mouth, so.
do you recognize whether or not that pain has left you raw, that pain has left you where you're striking out at other people out of pain?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't have an answer for you. That happened when I was 4. I didn't know anything when I was 4. He left in a police car while we were in an expedition when I was 4. I didn't know what I was feeling.
But she knew what car she was in.
But that's not how it happened anyways. He went to court and he left from the courtroom. He
Yeah.
never left in a police
So
car.
we didn't get arrested?
No.
Or we
That
didn't get
was-
pulled over by
that
police?
had nothing to do with this. That had to do with him
Okay,
driving
well
without a
then that was
license.
another thing.
Okay.
Listen, ladies, for God's sakes, don't argue details about something. She's telling you what she remembers. It doesn't matter what actually happened. This isn't history class. We're talking about what she recalls. And it was about the same time that you started throwing chairs in kindergarten and preschool and being disruptive, and it's never stopped since.
I wasn't throwing chairs when I was kindergarten and preschool because they were blocks. Like
So
little
you got
square
suspended from kindergarten for throwing blocks.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to remember that.
Do you have unfinished emotional business about all of that and with your father? Does it make you feel funny? Does it
Yeah, it does.
cause you to have feelings inside that keep you from being peaceful, keep you from being happy?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody would be hurt if their dad left when they were 4.
Yeah, sure.
They didn't have anybody to grow up with.
Yeah.
Nobody to teach them that somebody else loves them than just their mom. I'm pretty sure everybody would feel hurt if they really had to go to a father, daughter, or dads and donuts or something like that. I'm pretty sure they would all be heartbroken knowing their dad doesn't care about them. Wouldn't you?
Oh, it would definitely have a big impact on me, absolutely.
Like
Totally get that.
it hurts, but like, you know he's never coming back.
You are on a collision course with disaster. It's your time to step up.
And if I don't?
Well, that's your mother's decision, because she's the mother.
Yeah, try again.
You know, here's the way I think about this. I think about it like everybody has a psychological skin. And it's kind of like you've ever been really sunburned really bad and somebody comes and pats you on the back. And if you're really sunburned, it's like, oh my God, it just kills me. If you weren't sunburned, that wouldn't even register. Right. But if you are sunburned, the same little tap, it just creates a lot of pain. And your psychological skin is burned. You've been hurt. You've been burned by this situation with your father. And now any little thing that touches your psychological skin hurts so bad that you react in a really bad way. So it doesn't take much. Can you recognize how that would cause you to be on edge and easily provoked into angry behavior? Rebellious behavior?
I don't know, just like, I think about that on the daily. Like, I really do. Like, I really think about that. Like, my feelings aren't easily hurt. It takes a lot to hurt my feelings. You could call me ugly and come at me sideways, and I'll come at you sideways just as hard. But then I think about that every single day, at least 3 times a day, which nobody knows because you don't understand. Because I can't open up to you. You'll be like, that's why you need a counselor.
That's why I have you in counseling, so you can.
And so I can't open up to her about it, or she'll be like, oh, you're just crying for attention. Okay, I'm being serious. I don't have anyone to talk to. You're always busy with the girls, so I'm not going to talk to you or bother you about it. And then when I do, you're like, get over it. You have a life. That's all you say. And so I don't have anyone to talk to, so then I keep it in. And you wonder why I don't open up about my feelings. She's always wondering, why don't you talk about your feelings? Why do you let it build up in you? Let them out. Go to a counselor. A counselor isn't going to help. I don't trust people. I have trust issues.
I understand that.
So I can't trust a counselor right then and there. I can't be like, oh yeah, this is what happened, da 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 da. The only reason why I trust you is because I know people that you've helped.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I trust you. I don't trust any of you. I don't know them.
They're okay with that.
I want a mom that actually listens, that understands.
I do listen, but you explode.
Because you tell me to get over it.
That's not what I tell you.
Then what do you tell me?
I tell you all the time that you need to open up, but when you don't open up about those things, you open up about the things that make you mad that your sisters do, or that who pissed you off at school.
Because I don't feel comfortable telling you about what actually is going on. Telling me I can't get over someone I've known my entire life. Smart, okay.
Well, what she's trying to tell you is there's a big difference between topics and issues.
Correct.
You know, topics can be sisters, school,
right,
what's happening that day. And you can fight about those things because they're safe.
Right.
But the underlying issue can be something much more serious, like feelings of abandonment, feelings of self-worth, that maybe if I'd been better, then my father would have behaved better so he could stay in my life. Right. There could be 1,000 different things that could be functioning at an issue level, but it's real scary to give those things a voice. And frankly, that's probably over your pay grade.
Right.
It's like she's saying, I don't talk to you about it, and when I try to, you don't handle it well. You probably don't know what to say. You probably don't know how to say about it. So she's probably reading you exactly right.
Right.
That, no, I don't open up to you about that because you don't know how to handle it.
Right.
But then you say, I don't talk to counselors about it because I don't trust them, so I keep it inside. And that's why I said, I think pain is driving a lot of this behavior, and you got to deal with it in some way. And Destoni says she knows where she wants to be mentally. She knows she can be better, and I agree with her, and I'm going to tell Mom what I think she needs to do to step up and take charge of this situation, be the parent, and lead this family when we come back.
Why are you
Let
free? They're going to help.
I don't get help. Because I still have to stay with you.
That's not the problem.
You're the problem.
Closed captioning provided by...
On numerous occasions, Destoni took promiscuous photos of herself and posted them all over social media.
Sitting on the bathroom counter in thong underwear and a tank top, taking pictures of herself in the mirror of the back of her. They were provocative pictures.
Destoni did these things when she was in 7th or 8th grade.
I think Destoni posted these photos to get attention.
My heart kind of sunk. There isn't a reason for her to post things like that. All it does is bring the wrong kind of attention.
I want to talk for a minute about where I think we are, just so we know. I made a list. This is where we are now. Right now, Destoni is disrespectful. She's mouthy. She makes threats. She knocks holes in the wall. She has no edit button. She has no impulse control. She throws tantrums. She's a bully. She has problems with authority. She's just in conflict with authority. She gets in fights at school, conflict at school. This is pretty much where she is right now, right? This makes up your life. This makes up your day. This is what defines you right now. This is the squeaky wheel. This is why you get all the attention. You're not the problem. The problem is the family. This is the wheel squeaking. Here's where you aren't yet. Where you aren't yet is you don't have a bad criminal act yet. Right now, you don't have grand theft auto. She hasn't stolen your car or someone else's yet. She's not in hard drugs yet. She's not into prostitution yet because she's run away and run out of money. She's not done some kind of felony like armed robbery or something. She's talking about guns. She's not dealing drugs at this point.
She is.
Well, she hasn't been caught and charged with dealing heroin or meth or whatever.
Correct.
These things are where she isn't yet, but I'm telling you, that's where you're headed.
Correct.
I've been doing this for 45 years, and like I said, at 4 and 5, they knock over their crayons and fall on the floor and throw a fit. At 14, 15, 16, and 17, they steal cars, rob stores, deal drugs, and go to prison, big girl prison. And you think you're a badass?
No.
I spend a fair amount of time interviewing people in prison.
That's fine.
You don't want to go there. You don't belong there. That's not who you are. You don't want to be there. Which means you've got to do something to disrupt this. And, you know, I've said, when you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences, and you have created no boundaries here.
Correct.
She respects no hierarchy.
Right.
I'm telling you, I think this is all driven by pain, where it's like, get them before they get me. That way I'm not going to get hurt.
Right.
And if she had any self-worth, self-esteem, or value, she wouldn't do these things. She would be saying, look, I got my whole life ahead of me. What am I good at? I'm going to get out and be on my own so I don't have to rely on other people.
Right.
I'm going to go out and be a doctor, a lawyer, a butcher, a baker, whatever it is I want to do. I'm going to be on my own. I want to be self-reliant. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to live the life I want to live.
Right.
But right now, she's just saying, I'm just going to be disruptive. And you want to be emancipated. You know, you can't be emancipated because you can't demonstrate the ability to self-sustain, which is a primary element of the court recognizing you for emancipation. You don't have a job, you don't have a place to live, you don't have the ability to get a job.
Yeah.
So the court's not going to recognize that, even if you wanted to. She would call it emancipation, they would call it abandonment.
Right.
She may want to do this, she may not. That's your decision as a mother. It's your time to step up. It's your time to say, I am going to lead this family.
Yeah, try again.
Closed captioning provided by... I want to introduce you to somebody. George is joining us today. Now, George is the Assistant National Director of Operations at the Center for Discovery. And it is an ideal treatment center to address Destoni's out-of-control behavior, anger, even her academics. It's a school.
Right.
It's a therapeutic environment in school. They have separate locations for mental health, substance abuse, all sorts of kids that come their way. They've got a total of 12 different residential locations allowing for individual treatment for each client. I asked George to come here today because I think you, as a family, and Destoni as an individual, are on a collision course with disaster. And something dramatic has to happen to disrupt this. George, you've been listening to all of this. What do you think about what you're hearing?
I think what you said, Dr. Phil, is just so on point that this is a family issue. And we have a really strong, intense family program to help right that ship. We really do have to address the hierarchy. And in addition, you've heard that she doesn't feel she can reach out to you and that you don't have the tools to be able to respond to her in the way that she needs. We can help you with that and help you become the support system that Destoni needs. And Destoni, it's taken a lot of guts for you to come out here. You know, as Dr. Phil was talking about sort of the psychological skin, or the psychic skin, you're out here and you're talking about being unhappy and really needing help. And the trauma that you've had in your life, that's something that we can address too. and not in the way that you've been doing, which hasn't been helpful to anybody.
The reason I wanted George in particular to be here with this particular Center for Discovery is because they don't give lip service to this not being a Destoni problem, to this being a family problem. Right. You have as much work to do as Destoni does, probably more, because you are the head of this family. You have to learn what you have to do to lead this family, to be there and be everything that she needs as a mother. Right. And I think very much I recommend to you to make a decision to immerse your family in this program with Center for Discovery. She may want to do this, she may not. That's your decision as a mother. It's your time to step up. It's your time to say, I am going to be the leader. I am going to lead this family.
Get the out right away.
Please sit.
You!
Outside the door.
Get that camera out of my face.
7 couples who met online will finally meet in person. You'll be living with your person. But will reality mean true romance?
We have a beautiful love story.
The Never Ever Mets, all new Friday, 8/7 Central.
I've been having UTIs for 10 years. I felt a loss of control.
Eucora helped me get back on track.
At Eucora, we make UTI relief products. We also make proactive urinary tract health products.
Eucora is a lifesaver.
Try today at eucora.com.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS. Rolaids dual active formula begins to neutralize acid on contact. Rolaids spells relief.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch, because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Head & Shoulders is launching something huge. The bare minimum. Anti-dandruff shampoo made with only 9 ingredients, no sulfate, silicones, or dyes, and packaged with 45% less plastic, giving you outstanding dandruff protection and leaving hair beautiful and moisturized. Major dandruff protection, minimal ingredients. Job done. New Head & Shoulders Bare.
When life plays dirty, water wipes. Pure, clean, healthy skin.
What's my house really worth?
With the Blink Mini 2 smart security camera, it's easy to stay connected.
On my way.
See you soon. Setup is simple. Just plug it in, inside or outside. Experience night view in color and get smart notifications like person detection. Stay connected with Blink Mini 2.
I swore to protect this island with my life. But now the Mongols have stolen our home, killed our samurai. I will kill them all.
That's the dude you chose.
That's the dude you chose to be a friend
That's
with.
the dude you had 3 kids with, 4 kids with.
I know him.
As nice guys, we get the short end of the stick.
What?
Love and Marriage Huntsville, all new Saturday, 8/7 Central.
If you're smart, you're going to want to do this. What's that?
I have to go there?
You should go there. You should want to go there. What are you going to do? What else are you going to do? You got something pressing? You got something pressing to do?
No.
Yeah, well, you guys are going to sit down backstage. And here's the good news. I said things are going to change today. The good news is you've had the pressure of being in a position of making adult decisions. You don't have to do that anymore because you're going to make the decisions. But this is something that you should run towards, not away from. This is a time for you to say, you know what? For once in my life, I'm going to be mature enough to do the right thing and turn things around because this is not working for you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Is this something you're willing to do?
He's giving me anxiety.
Sorry?
He's giving me anxiety.
Well, we'll work on that. I understand. And there's a lot of unknowns right now. We'll sit down backstage. You talk about this. You'll be absolutely no unknowns whatsoever. Okay? And I totally get that. I mean, it's like a total unknown to you right now. We'll sit down, talk about it, pull up a website, look at everything, talk about it, but do so maturely. You know, you don't need to yell and scream. Just sit down and let's talk about it, pull it up, look at it, answer all of your questions so you know everything. And I totally get you should definitely have questions about it. I respect that. Ask them, let's talk about them.
And if I don't?
Well, that's your mother's decision.
You're deciding my questions?
Not your questions.
No, not your questions. She's going to make the ultimate decision about what to do or not do because she's the mother.
Yeah, try again.
No. But what I'm saying, I would rather do this with you than to you, so let's sit down and talk about it. I mean, don't decide ahead of time that this is horrible. You may look at it and say, this is the best deal I've heard in a long time.
If he gives me anxiety now, what am I going to do with myself
Well,
in a couple
you don't
days?
know. He's not creepy. He's just... give him a chance to meet him. He may be the nicest guy you've ever met. I mean, 10 years from now, you may be having him over for Christmas dinner. You don't
The hell
know.
I will.
You might.
No.
But all I'm asking, you'll sit down and talk with him backstage, okay?
Yeah.
You can sit across the room. It's all right. Fair enough?
No, he's scaring me.
Well, you can sit across the room. You won't be in there alone. We'll have lots of people in there with you to guard you. I wouldn't put you in there with somebody I didn't trust.
Why are you only talking to me? Why aren't you talking to them?
Oh, I've been talking to them. I just told her she had more work to do than you do.
What about her?
Well, she's not your mother.
Okay.
She's extended family support system. And she's going to be involved as well.
I don't see anyone next to me.
What?
I don't see anyone next to me.
I'm next to you.
Okay.
And I'm not a bad ally.
You need help! You haven't gone down by yourself! You can't change yourself, but I have to change! You haven't even tried getting help!
Closed captioning provided by... Now, Destoni was not too happy with me or her mother for sending her to some help. But what is important to note is that I told her mother, Melissa, that she has just as much work to do as Destoni does. As you can imagine, the conversation backstage was very, very difficult. And I didn't want to do this for the mother. I didn't want to step up and say, okay, Destoni, here's what you need to do. This mother had been so passive, I said, look, if you want this to happen, you need to step up and you need to own it, stand your ground, and be a mother. Here's what happened as our resource department prepared her and her family to get the help they need.
I'm Anthony Haskins.
Hi.
I'm the resource director here at the show with Dr. Phil. This is George Levengood. He's with Center for Discovery. Do you have any questions or thoughts on what Dr. Phil is offering for you and your family?
It's amazing. I've kind of run out of resources where I'm at. So anything at this point is, I'm hoping to get her where she needs to be.
Okay. This is Laura with Safe Interventions.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
They're a youth transport company. If Destoni is unwilling, then we will bring them in and they will work with her in order to get her prepped to go with them to Center for Discovery. Let me introduce everybody. Hi, Destiny. I'm Anthony Haskins. I'm the resource director here at the show.
Hi.
This is George Livingood from Center for Discovery. Okay. We talked to your mom, and Mom says you're going.
Yeah, y'all think I'm going? You're out your damn mind.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah, you don't have any rights here.
She signed over guardianship.
And I'm leaving right now.
No, you're not. We have people right outside the door that have the legal right to do whatever needs to happen in order to get you
Because
there.
I'm either leaving now or never.
Well, you're leaving now.
Hell yeah. You. Hell yeah. See you later.
Wow.
I don't know who the you think I'm Weaver.
You!
Why? What did I do? And what the hell's a
You're nothing.
Oh, okay. Because I'm trying to get the help you need?
No. That's not it.
So why am I nothing?
You're
fine for days. And then we come
Yeah.
here and now you put on this show.
What show? I've always been like this.
You weren't just
right?
like that on the show.
Right, I've always been like this,
You weren't
right?
just like that in front of Dr.
Answer the question.
Like this?
I've always been like this, huh?
Sometimes, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't say it's for me, you dog.
Okay.
You're
And I know in your video prior to coming here and being out there with Dr. Phil, you said that Dr. Phil can get you the help that you need.
okay.
And where
And?
That's what he's
What help is this?
to control this, to help you. Why are you so
What
angry? They're going to help you.
I don't get help. Because I still have to stay with you.
That's not the problem.
You're the problem. You need help. You haven't gotten help for yourself.
I'm working on
You're only worried about leaving me. That's why I'm on bills. Because you can't change yourself, but I have to change.
This is why we're here.
I have to change, but you can't.
Why we're here.
I'm here because you didn't want to deal with me anymore.
No,
That's
because
why.
get this
Because you don't get help. You haven't even tried getting help. You haven't tried. You said I'm gonna go to counseling. We're gonna sign up together. Did you? No.
She is making sense.
No,
You
And
made
what-
me get the help and not you. I had to do it myself.
I gave you many.
Listen.
That's part of.
Listen. You don't listen. You continue to talk and let everybody decide for you.
Mom
You said foster care, knowing I'd be house to house to house, bouncing and bouncing. I'd be gone. Or you said Dr. Phil, knowing they'd send me away. You knew that. Or 30 to 60 to 90-day rehab. Does that not sound like you're trying to send me away?
Because I want to get help. This is why we're here. Because we all need it.
No, because
So
I
gave
do.
you
Because
options.
that's all you care about.
No, it's
That
not.
you want me gone.
Absolutely not, Des.
And as Dr.
You're
Phil
very
said
wrong.
on stage, your mom has the work.
Okay.
Mike, Laura.
Hi. How you doing? Hi, I have to
Get
talk
the-
to you.
get the out of my way.
Please sit. Please sit.
Ew.
Yeah, walk outside that door. Please sit.
Then I suggest you get the that bitch out of here. I'm picking up this
I agree
throwing
with
it at her.
you. I agree with you. There goes Mom. Look how easy that was.
We just talked.
We have to talk.
Get that camera out of my
Laura,
face.
Laura.
Put that down. Put that down.
No, if they don't get out of my face.
Destiny, we're going to ask you to sit down
Put that
nicely,
down.
please.
You guys.
Do you have a problem with everyone in the world or your family? We're about to find that out right now. So, Destiny, listen. I work for Safe Interventions. We
I
have
don't care.
custody of you right now.
I don't care.
But I do not
I'm on
work
the phone. I'm calling my
I do
best
not work
friend.
for the program, so keep that in mind.
I don't care.
You're 14, you're a minor. Your mom's decided this. You just threw her out, and she's not coming back. In a minute, we're going to leave. So I'm going to give
I don't
you
give
some
a we
instructions.
just leave now.
Yes, absolutely. So we have custody of you while we go through this place.
Go!
Laura,
Whoa!
hold on.
Why are you waiting?
Destiny,
Why?
I have to tell you something.
I don't care. Just let's go. Let's
She wants to
go.
hold on to you.
Then
You
let's go.
understand?
Take me.
Hey, Mike.
What a horrible mother. You're skank.
Well, as you just saw, Destiny did end up going to the Center for Discovery, and with the help of the transporters, she got there safely. We will be following her progress, so stay tuned to find out how she's doing. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to my new podcast called Fill in the Blanks. Thanks. So long.